Hey guys, I'm kind of new to Traeger. I've had my Traeger about 2 weeks now. I got the Lil Tex Elite. I'm still learning all about it. I wanted to share with you the new shelf that Traeger just came out with. It's pretty neat. I liked it, or I like it, and I mounted it on here this week. Fairly simple to mount. Comes with 2 brackets, and you just take them off. You take the bolts out of the legs and screw them in. It's pretty easy. These screws are already mounted on the shelf, and the other side, these brackets are the same. But you just lift up on the shelf and it locks into these little slots right here, and it gives you a nice work surface. Also a caution sticker on here that says the maximum weight is 30 pounds. Beware of the pinch points when lowering the shelf so you don't pinch your hands. I found it's easy to do with one hand. Just lift up, it slides down. It's just that simple. I like to change my wood out often, and I was looking for a way to change out the pellets and in an easy way, and I thought about a vac, like a vacuum cleaner. So I actually found it on Traeger's website. Let me show you where I store my pellets. This is how I decided to store my pellets. These plastic bins are actually made by Kingsford. It's just a bin, has a removable top. I've got one bin for each flavor of wood that I'm using. Got a nice handle on it. You can pull it out. Got a pouring spout where you can just pour from here, and that's how I decided to store them. Now, somebody suggested that Home Depot sells a shop vac called a bucket head. So I went to Home Depot and I bought one. It was about $21 plus tax, and you got to buy a bucket with it, 5-gallon bucket. That was like $2. And they suggest that you keep your pellets in these buckets, which you could do, but I just think that those bins are a little easier to handle when you're pouring pellets. So I'm going to try to use this vac. It's just specifically for my Traeger, nothing else. And I'm going to see how it works at removing pellets and replacing them in the Traeger. See how it goes. I also forgot to mention these bins. I got them at Walmart. They were about $9 a piece. But they claim to be waterproof. You know, I'll find out and let you know. Okay. Bucket head's pretty straightforward. Just put it on the bucket, snap it in place. Okay, I filled up the hopper with about half full. And now when I want to trade these out to a different flavor, let's see how it works. that's it. It's pretty clean other than the pellets that are in the auger, and I understand you don't have to worry about them because in the startup process it'll burn them off. And there you have it. From start to finish, about a half a hopper, took less than a minute. Now I'll just pour these pellets back into their container, and the hopper's ready to put a new flavor in. If you decide to store them in these buckets, you know, that's not a bad idea either. I just prefer these. It's much cheaper to store them in these, but it's up to you. Anyway, I'd heard about this using a vacuum cleaner, but I'd never seen a video on it, so I thought I'd make one. Take care. Okay, well, overall I think that worked pretty well. I've marked the this bucket and this bucket head vacuum Traeger only, so nobody uses it for anything other than the Traeger. And that's the way I store my pellets. Hope this helps.